How do you deal with projects that get thrown onto your desk that are highly uncertain, that have a lot of risk in them?
I think what is important is that you have some kind of a process that level sets everyone's, input, right? Because I'll get those requests that I think are great projects, but how does it really compare to projects that have a higher probability of failure? So I give you just a quick example. I made this one up. So in this one, a piping system is experiencing some severe corrosion. And if we have a catastrophic failure, it's ultimately going to lead to some unplanned downtime against production. So the team wants to install some new technology to extend the life. It's going to cost about $500,000 to do it. The benefits are we can potentially avoid $2 million of production losses. I think to Rob's point, he talked about this, understanding what your unit margins are to help you calculate what the potential benefits is key. And then also in this case, we're spending about $100,000 a year in repair costs. And so Rob mentioned that too, there's an equation right there that I use. So in my organization, every facility that submit maintenance projects, they follow this same guideline. So that way I have a consistent way that I'm measuring what the potential opportunity will be if I make that investment. And I factor in, probability of failure, the severity. So how high is the severity if that incident does occur? Does the system need to be out of service, right? In this particular project, if there is not an opportunity for the production plant to come down in the year, there's no need for me to fund the project, right? Because there's no window for me to install this new technology. And then we look at potential losses versus true historical losses. If you throw that all into this equation, we get an NPV of 5.8. And so that in this particular case, this would rank pretty high as a project opportunity that I would evaluate probably doing. To help avoid those issues, you really need to create a system of the assets you support to be able to manage how you evaluate successful projects or not.
I like to set a minimum, maximum, and median value for every input variable in my model. So if you're super advanced, when I was doing it for an economics firm, we would put a distribution around every input, and then you could simulate the range of outcomes, which would come out as an S-curve. So you would have literally the ultimate best case scenario, which would almost never happen. You would have the worst case scenario, which would pretty much never happen. And then you would have the median outcomes, which are most likely to happen. It helps people understand the range of outcomes that you're worried about.